Hi and welcome to this video called Make Yourself. My name is Adam Douglas. I'm a coach from Manchester in the UK, and I am going to answer the question, what did you do over COVID? So during COVID, obviously we were on lockdown. I knew that this was going to last for a while, so I came up with this plan. How do I give myself something to do, and what could I do during COVID to keep me going? So I tried to think like a NASA astronaut on a long space mission. What do they do when they're on their own? They don't have other people necessarily to talk to, um, or physically at least. And how do you deal with that? So I came up with this plan to use the resources I had around me, and one of those things was to make models of myself. So I made several models of myself, and in so doing, I sort of remembered back to my childhood when I used to sketch things. And in sketching, I just thought it's just a few lines on a piece of paper and you can represent things. But some people, in terms of their confidence, they're not confident in being artistic and being creative. And they get concerned when they put even a few lines on a sheet of paper. Oh, I can't draw a person. I can't draw an object. And all that I was trying to think was, what if you could just sculpt in 3D, like a wireframe model, where you could just draw lines essentially and use those lines to make an object. And when I looked around the room for an object to use to create a wireframe model of, I started with my guitar, and the second thing was, what about yourself? I mean, like, if you have got the human body is composed of lines and angles, so surely there should be a way that you could represent yourself. And so, to keep my mind busy and to keep myself busy, I just decided to create models of myself. And I actually got quite far in doing this. But what I'm offering you today is a chance to make a model of yourself based on how I constructed a very simple model, a very simple mannequin of myself. And we're going to use this mannequin as a tool for self-realization, possibly as a tool for fashion, possibly as a tool for art. It's going to allow you to imagine yourself in the room, imagine yourself doing a certain role, a certain job, a certain activity, and it's going to allow you to put yourself in the picture, so that whatever it is that you want to think about yourself doing, or if you want to relate to yourself, you've got a tool for doing that. Now, we relate to others in this world, and some of us are sort of raised and taught to relate to ourselves naturally as well, but some of us aren't. And so we grow up and we're not fully associated with self. And so we can't always imagine ourselves in the room or see ourselves clearly. So in terms of, if you want to have a deep impact and something that really sticks into your memory in terms of experience, have a sensory one as well as perhaps a literal one. Because if you involve sensory experiences, then it really leaves a long-lasting effect. So what I am offering you is the chance to make a model of yourself, go through the experience of doing that, learn about yourself, associate with yourself, your presence, your physical form in a room. So you can see the positions, the poses that you could take. And you can use this as a representational art. You can use it as a drawing aid. Or you can put clothes on it and look at your appearance and reflect on that. And perhaps if you want to make a model of yourself, perhaps you want to look at clothes that you wear on a date, look at clothes that you wear for a job interview, remember a particular time in your life that's really important to you, and look at the clothes and put the clothes onto a model of yourself for that. That's like an aid memoir. It's something to remember you by. So there are two mannequins that I would like to describe to you that are your outcomes, the things that you are trying to create. And the first is a fully posable version of yourself. Now this has posable joints or movable joints. It's connected with rope. All of the mannequin is created through these block designs. So we're essentially just using a cube or an elongated cube, cuboid, or a cube which has been altered or adapted in some way to create these models. And they create these very lifelike representations. So when I shift the head, you can position the head in different ways. It's great when you're in a room and you focus it on something, or if you focus it on the front door when you walk through it. And you can position the arms, you can even position the legs, however you so wish. But maybe you also want to have an upright mannequin so that you can imagine yourself standing up in a room as opposed to the sitting down version. And this one has a bit more of an impact in terms of shock factor when you walk into a room. It really does feel like there's a presence there. I mean, look at him. He's like a copy of me. So this one, I've fixed the mannequin in an upright position. So I've just glued all the legs together. So you kind of change the leg position on this one, but it's really impactful when you walk into a room. So if you go through this challenge, this art adventure, you can make a copy of yourself, a version of yourself. You can make several if you want. You can make versions of your partner or friends or other people if you want, a famous person, if you want a cardboard cutout of someone in the room. And you can relate to that. And so for anyone who hasn't grown up being specifically relating to their identity as they have grown up, for anyone who lacks in confidence, you can use this as a way to develop your character, develop a sense of self, develop a sense of presence in a room. It's another way for relating to who you are as a person. So if you can relate to yourself better, you can also relate to others better. So please enjoy this experience. Please go through this experience. I really appreciate you taking the opportunity to purchase this experience. And I think you're really going to be excited by what you create. Enjoy it. It doesn't have to be perfect straight away. You can adapt it, and that's the beauty of this design. If you want to adapt your design in any way to show, like, say, a future self, you can do that too. You could create a present self and future self if that's what you so wish. Please use your initiative when it comes to design, because I've tried to give you as much as I can in terms of materials. So I've given you instructions, I've given you drawings, I've given you the videos, and through all of those things, I'll add some photos as well, and that should help you to create this model. Remember, it's model based off your dimensions. So all you need to do is get a tape measure out and measure the correct parts so that you've got your dimensions, you've got your volume, you've got your space and shape, your structure, you know what it is. So if you are stuck on any part as well, just remember, relate to the mirror first and check it out and have a look. I want people to appreciate themselves, because I think that certain body types are valued, certain features of bodies are valued, and I want to make people aware that every body has value, and that every body is a viable and valid and recognizable identity, and that's important. So please enjoy this experience and stay safe while you're doing it. Okay, thanks. Bye.